हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So dear devotees, we will sing this bhajan by Srila Narottam Das Thakur called Dhanamora Nityananda Patimora Gaurachandra. धन मोर नित्यानंद पति मोर गौरचंद्र प्राण मोर युगल किशोर अद्वैत आचार्य बल गदाधर मोर कुल नरहरि विलासहि मोर वैष्णवेर पद धूलि ताहे मोर स्नान केली तर्पण मोर वैष्णवेर नाम विचार कोरिया मने भक्ति रस आस्वादने मध्यस्थ श्री भागवत पुराण वैष्णवेर उच्चिष्ट ताहे मोर मनोनिष्ठ वैष्णवेर नामे ते उल्लास वृंदावने चौतार ताहे मोर मनो घेरा कहे दीन नरोत्तम दास कहे सिद्ध नरोत्तम दास. Dhanamora Nityananda. Lord Shri Nityananda Prabhu is my wealth. Patimora Gaura Chandra. Lord Shri Gaura Chandra, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu is my master. And the youthful divine couple of Vraj are my very life. Pranamora Yugala Kishore Radha Krishna. Advaita Acharya is my strength. Advaita Acharya Bal. Shri Gadadhar Pandit is my family. I belong to the family of Shri Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhara Mora Kula. Shri Advaita Acharya Mora Bala. Lord Shri Advaita Acharya is my strength. And Narahari Vilasai Mora. Shri Narahari Sarkar is my joy. My bath is in the dust of the lotus feet of Vaishnavas. Vaishnavera Padadhuli Tahemora Snana Keli. Hari Bol. My Snan Keli, my joyful bath is in the dust of the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas. Tarpan Mora Vaishnavera Naam. My satiation is in the names of the Vaishnavas. I have concluded that in order to savor bhakti ras, the best medium is Srimad Bhagavatam. विचार कोरिया मने भक्तिरस आस्वादने मध्यस्थ श्री भागवत पुराण. Srimad Bhagavatam is the best scripture to taste bhakti rasa. My mind has firm faith in the remnants of the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavera uchishtha tahe mora manonistha. I have firm faith in the uchishtha of the Vaishnavas, the food remnants of the Vaishnavas. And my mind delights in the names of the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavera namete ullas. Tarpan mora Vaishnavera nam. My satisfaction is in chanting the names of the Vaishnavas. And Vaishnavera namete ullas. And I take great delight, great pleasure in the names of the Vaishnavas. My mind is fully encircled by the boundary of Vrindavan, which means my mind never leaves Vrindavan. Vrindavane chautara tahe mora manoghera. My mind is fully encircled by the boundary of Vrindavan. My mind never leaves Vrindavan. Annera hridayaman moraman Shri Vrindavan. Kahe Siddha Narottam Das Thakur. In his humility, Srila Narottam Das Thakur Mahashaya is calling himself Deen. Thus speaks the lowly Narottam Das. But he's our Acharya. In his humility, he's saying like that. So we say, Kahe Siddha Narottam Das. Let us sing this bhajan, meditating on its very deep and sweet meaning. Dhanamora Nityananda Patimora Gaurachandra. Dhanamora Nityananda Patimora Gaurachandra Pranamora Yugala Kishora. अद्वैत आचार्य बल गदाधर मोर कुल नरहरि विलासई मोरा. वैष्णवेर पद धूलि ताहे मोर स्नान केली तर्पण मोर वैष्णवेर नाम. विचार कोरिया मने भक्ति रस आस्वादने मध्यस्थ श्री भागवत पुराण. वैष्णवेर उच्चिष्ट ताहे मोर मनोनिष्ठ. वैष्णवेर नामेते उल्लास. वृंदावने चौतारा ताहे मोर मनोघेरा. कहे सिद्ध नरोत्तम दास. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद. Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. We are in the Adi Leela, chapter 13, text 41. श्रीराधार प्रलाप जयचे उद्धव दर्शने सेई मत उन्माद प्रलाप सेई मत उन्माद प्रलाप करे रात्रि दिने. As Srimati Radharani talked inconsistently when she met Uddhav, so also Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relished both day and night such ecstatic talk in the mood of Srimati Radharani. And in this regard, we sang the Brahmar Geet yesterday. Text 42. विद्यापति जय देव चंडीदासेर गीत आस्वादेन रामानंद स्वरूप सहित. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to read the books of Sri Vidyapati, Sri Jayadev Goswami, and Sri Chandidas, relishing their songs with his confidential associates like Sri Ramananda Rai and Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Vidyapati was a famous composer of songs about the pastimes of Radha Krishna. Sri Vidyapati Prabhu was an inhabitant of Mithila, born in a Brahman family. It is calculated that he composed his songs during the reign of King Shivasimha and Queen Lachima Devi in the beginning of the 14th century of the Shaka era, almost 100 years before the appearance of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The 12th generation of Sri Vidyapati's descendants are still living. Vidyapati's songs about the pastimes of Lord Krishna express intense feelings of separation from Krishna, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relished all those songs in his ecstasy of separation from Krishna. Sri Jayadev Goswami was born during the reign of Maharaj Lakshman Sen of Bengal in the 11th or 12th century of the Shaka era. His father was Bhojadev and his mother was Vama Devi. For many years, he lived in Navadvip at Champakhatta, then the capital of Bengal, Navadvip. His birthplace was in the Birbhum district, in the village Kendubilva. In the opinion of some authorities, however, Sri Jaydev Goswami was born in Orissa, and still others say that he was born in southern India. He passed the last days of his life in Sri Jagannath Puri. One of his famous books is Gita Govind, which is full of transcendental mellow feelings of separation from Krishna. The gopis felt separation from Krishna before the Rasa Leela, as mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, Gopi Gita. And the Gita Govind expresses such feelings. There are many commentaries on the Gita Govind by many Vaishnavas. Chandidas was born in the village of Nannura, which is also in the Birbhum district of Bengal. He was born of a Brahman family, and it is said that he also took birth in the beginning of the 14th century Shakabda era. It has been suggested that Sri Chandidas Prabhu and Sri Vidyapati Prabhu were great friends because the writings of both express the transcendental feelings of separation profusely. Sri Chandidas Prabhu ki jai. Shri Vidyapati Prabhu ki jai. One is from Mithila, one is from Bengal, but both are great friends. This is how bhakti brings and bonds together Sajatiya Vaishnavas. The feelings of ecstasy described by Sri Chandidas and Sri Vidyapati were actually exhibited by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relished all those feelings in the role of Srimati Radharani, and his appropriate associates for this purpose were Sri Ramananda Rai and Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami. These intimate associates of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu helped the Lord very much in the pastimes in which he felt like Srimati Radharani. Such intimate discussions, such intimate exchanges can only be had with Sajatiya devotees. Shri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada comments in this connection that such feelings of separation as Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enjoyed from the books of Shri Vidyapati, Shri Chandidas, and Shri Jaydev Goswami are especially reserved for persons like Shri Ramananda Rai and Shri Swarup Damodar Goswami, who were Paramhamsas, devotees of the topmost perfection. Because of their advanced spiritual consciousness, a devotee is called Hansa, swan. Just like a swan floats on water, a devotee doesn't drown in the material ocean, but floats. Also, a swan has the capability to separate milk from water. In a mixture of milk and water, the swan can extract the milk and just accept the milk and leave the water behind. Similarly, a Vaishnava is like a swan because Vaishnava is Sargrahi. Vaishnava sticks to the essence, doesn't get distracted by so many diversions and distractions of this material world. Sargrahi. But these transcendental esoteric literatures of Sri Vidyapati, Sri Chandidas, and Sri Jayadev Goswami, they are for Paramhamsa, not Hamsa, Paramhamsa, the Param Vaishnavas. Vaishnava is Hamsa. Paramhamsa is Param Vaishnava. Those who are Param Vaishnavas, those who are on the highest platform of spiritual evolution, the pure devotees, Mahabhagavats, they can relish these literatures. Great devotees who have no tinge of lust, they can relish these books. Such topics are not to be discussed by ordinary persons imitating the activities of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For critical students of mundane poetry and literary men without God consciousness, who are after bodily sense gratification, there is no need to read such a high standard of transcendental literature. Persons who are after sense gratification should not try to imitate Raganuga devotional service. The songs of Sri Chandidas, Sri Vidyapati, and Sri Jayadev Goswami describe the transcendental activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Radha and Krishna. Mundane reviewers of these songs simply help people in general become debauchees, and this leads only to social scandals and atheism in the world. One should not misunderstand the pastimes of Radha and Krishna to be the activities of a mundane young boy and girl. The mundane sexual activities of young boys and girls are most abominable. Therefore, those who are in bodily consciousness and who desire sense gratification are forbidden to indulge in discussions of the transcendental pastimes of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. So these books should not be read by anyone who has not practiced strict celibacy at least for several years. At least for several years, at least 2, 3 years. If one has not been completely celibate, chanting at least 16 rounds, following the four regulative principles, worshipping the deity, serving the Vaishnavas. If one is not doing this, one should not read these literatures. Text 43. कृष्णर वियोगे जत प्रेम चेष्टिता आस्वादिया पूर्ण कैला आपन वांछिता. In separation from Krishna, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relished all these ecstatic activities, and thus he fulfilled his own desires. Purport. In the beginning of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in order to taste the feelings Srimati Radharani felt upon seeing Krishna. Krishna himself could not understand the ecstatic feelings of Srimati Radharani toward him, and therefore he desired to accept the role of Srimati Radharani and thereby taste these feelings. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna with the feelings of Srimati Radharani. In other words, he is a combination of Radha and Krishna. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir Ladinir Shaktirasma Ekatmana Abhibhuvi Pura Deha Bhedam Gatau Tau Chaitanyakyam Prakatamadhuna Tadvayam Chaikyamaptam Radha Bhava Dyutisuvalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. Radha Bhava Dyutisuvalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. Chaitanyakyam. It is therefore said, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahe Anya. By worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone, one can relish the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna together. I would like to highlight this statement of Srila Prabhupada's. Please pay attention to what Srila Prabhupada is saying. By worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone, one can relish the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna together. Please don't think that the neophytes are given Gaur-Nitai to worship. Aparadha nahi mane tarite nipun chalo. And advanced devotees worship Radha Krishna. Don't make that aparadha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna nahe anya. By worshipping Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone, one can relish the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna together. By thinking that Gaur-Nitai worship is for neophytes, don't offend Srimati Radharani. Please try to understand who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Radha, Krishna, Pranaya Vikritir Ladinir Shaktir Asmad, Ekatmanav Apibhuvi Pura, Deha Bhedam Gatautau, Chaitanyakyam Prakatamaduna, Tadvayam Cha Aikyam Aptam. The two Radha Krishna have become one as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How is Mahaprabhu? Radha Bhav, Radha Dyuti Suvalitam, having the beautiful complexion of Radharani, having the ecstatic emotions of Srimati Radharani, Krishna Swarupam. He is Krishna with the complexion and love of Srimati Radharani. By worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone, one can relish the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna together. One should therefore try to understand Radha Krishna not directly, but through Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and through his devotees. Rupa Raghunath Pade Hoibe Akuti Abe Ham Bhuja Bose Yugala Piriti. Sri Narottam Das Thakur Mahashaya therefore says, Rupa Raghunath Pade Haibe Akuti Kabe Ham Bhuja Base Yugala Piriti. When shall I develop a mentality of service toward Shri Rup Goswami, Shri Sanatan Goswami, Shri Raghunath Das Goswami, and the other devotees of Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and thus become eligible to understand Bhujava, to understand the pastimes of Radha and Krishna, Yugala Piriti, the loving pastimes. Piriti means love. Yugala Piriti, loving pastimes of Yugala Kishore, Radha Krishna. Only by following in the footsteps of Shri Rup, Shri Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath can we understand. अनंत चैतन्य लीला क्षुद्र जीव हैया के वर्णिते पारे ताहा विस्तार करिया. The pastimes of our dear most magnanimous, most merciful, most munificent, as Shri Srimad Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj would call Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Most munificent, most magnanimous, most merciful. The pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are unlimited. Ananta Chaitanya Lila. And I am a small, insignificant living entity. Kshudra Jiva Hayya. How can I elaborate those transcendental pastimes being so small? Pastimes are unlimited. I am very limited. Ke varnite paretaha vistar kariya. How can I describe them in detail? Sutra kari gane jadi apane ananta. Sahasra vadane teho nahi paya anta. Even if Shri Ananta Sheshnag personally were to make the pastimes of Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not Vistar, just sutras. Even in sutras, even his thousands of mouths, Sahasravadan, there is no possibility that he could find the end limit to Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. Nahi paya anta. Bhagwan Ananta. दामोदर स्वरूपार गुप्त मुरारी मुख्य मुख्य लीला सूत्रे लिखियाचे vichari. Devotees like Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami and Sri Murari Gupta have recorded all the principal pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the form of notes after deliberate consideration. Sei anusare likhi leela sutragan vistari varnya chetaha dasa vrindavan. The notes kept by Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami and Sri Murari Gupta are the basis of this book. Following those notes, I write all the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The notes have been described elaborately by Vyasadeva, Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur. Krishna Leela Bhagavate Kahe Veda Vyas Chaitanya Leela Ravyas Das Chaitanya Leela Ravyas Vrindavana Das Chaitanya Leela Ravyas Das Vrindavan Madhura Kariya Leela Karila Roda Karila Rachan. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahashaya, the authorized writer of the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is as good as Srila Vyasadeva. He has described the pastimes in such a way as to make them sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. Chaitanya Leela Vyas Das Vrindavan Madhur Kariya Leela Karila Rachan. ग्रंथ विस्तार भये छाड़िला जे जे स्थान से स्थाने किछु करीब व्याख्यान. Being afraid that his book Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat becoming too voluminous, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur left some places without vivid descriptions. I shall try to fill those places as far as possible. Hari bol. प्रभुर लीलामृतेह कैला आस्वादन तार भुक्त शेष किछु करिए चरवण. The transcendental pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have actually been relished by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. I'm simply trying to chew the remnants of food left by him. It is Vrindavan Das Thakur who has relished them. I am just taking Uchishta Charvan. आदि लीला सूत्र लिखी सुन भक्तगण संक्षेपे लिखिए सम्यक ना जाए लिखन. My dear devotees of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, let me now write a synopsis of the Adi Leela. I write of these pastimes in brief because it is not possible to describe them in full. कोन वांछा पूर्ण लागी व्रजेंद्र कुमार अवतीर्ण हईते मने करिला विचार. To fulfill a particular desire within his mind, Lord Krishna, Vrajendra Kumar, Vrajendra Nandan Krishna, Nandanandan Krishna, decided to descend to this planet after mature contemplation. Karila Vichar. आगे अवतारिल जे जे गुरु परिवार संक्षेपे कहिए कहा ना जाए विस्तार. Lord Krishna therefore first allowed his family of superiors to descend on earth. Mummy, Papa, and others. You descend first, then I will come. I shall try to describe them in brief because it is not possible to describe them fully. Shri Shachi Jagannath Shri Madhav Puri Keshav Bharati Rara Shri Ishwara Puri Advaita Acharya Aro Pandita Shrivas Acharya Ratna Vidyanidhi Thakur Hari Das. Hari Bol. Lord Shri Krishna, before appearing as Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, requested these devotees to precede him. Go, 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 you first take birth. Shri Shachi Devi, Shri Jagannath Mishra, Shri Madhavendra Puri, Keshav Bharati Maharaj, Ishwar Puri, Advaita Acharya, Srivas Pandit, Acharya Ratna Vidyanidhi, and Thakur Haridas. Vaishnavera Name Maha Ullas. Just chanting these names of the Vaishnavas is so beautiful. Let's do it again. Shri Shachi Jagannath Shri Madhava Puri Keshava Bharati Ara Shri Ishwara Puri Advaita Acharya R Pandit Shri Nivas Acharya Ratna Vidyanidhi Thakur Haridas. Shri Hatta Nivasi Shri Upendra Mishra Nam Vaishnava Pandita Dhani Sadguna Pradhan. Now Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj begins to describe the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There was also Shri Upendra Mishra, a resident of the district of Shri Hatta. He was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. He was a Vaishnava. He was a learned scholar, Pandit. He was a rich man, Dhani, and a reservoir of all good qualities. Sad Guna Pradhan. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Upendra Mishra is described in Shri Gaur Ganodesh Deepika of Shri Kavi Karnapur, text 35, as the Gopal named Parjanya. The Gopal named Parjanya appeared as Upendra Mishra. The same personality who was formerly the grandfather of Lord Krishna appeared as Upendra Mishra at Sri Hatta, and he begot 7 sons. He was a resident of Dhaka Dakshin Gram in the district of Sri Hatta. There are still many residents of that part of the country who introduce themselves as belonging to the Mishra family of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Saptam Mishra Tara Putra Sapta Rishivar. Beg your pardon. Saptam Mishra Tara Putra Sapta Rishishwar Kamsari Paramananda Padmanabh Sarveshwar जगन्नाथ जनार्दन त्रैलोक्यनाथ नदिया ते गंगा वास कैल जगन्नाथ. Sri Upendra Mishra had 7 sons who were all saintly, rishi, and most influential, Ishwar. Their names were the sons of Sri Upendra Mishra were Kamsari, Paramananda, Padmanabh, Sarveshwar, Jagannath, Janardhan, Trailokyanath. All names of Krishna. So beautiful. Sri Jagannath Mishra, the fifth son, decided to reside on the bank of the Ganga at Nadia. जगन्नाथ मिश्रवर पदवी पुरंदर नंद वसुदेव रूप सद्गुण सागर. Sri Jagannath Mishra was designated as Purandar. Exactly like Nanda Maharaj and Vasudev, he was an ocean of all good qualities. Hari Bol. तार पत्नी शची नाम पतिव्रता सती जार पिता नीलांबर नाम चक्रवर्ती. Shri Jagannath Mishra's wife is Srimati Shachi Devi. She was a chaste woman, highly devoted to her husband. Shri Shachi Devi's father's name was Shri Nilambar Chakravarti. Purport. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada writes in his Anubhashya, quote, in the Gaura Ganodesh Deepika, text 104, it is mentioned that Shri Nilambar Chakravarti was formerly Garga Muni. Some of the family descendants of Nilambar Chakravarti still live in the village of the name Magdoba in the district of Faridpur in Bangladesh. His nephew was Jagannath Chakravarti, also known as Mamu Thakur, who became a disciple of Pandit Goswami and stayed at Jagannath Puri as the priest of Tota Gopinath. Pandit Goswami means Shri Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. Nilambar Chakravarti lived at Navadvip in the neighborhood of Belapukuria. This fact is mentioned in the book Prem Vilas by Shri Nityananda Das, disciple of Srimati Janava Thakurani. Because he lived near the house of the Qazi was also considered one of the maternal uncles of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Qazi used this address, the Qazi used to address Shri Nilambar Chakravarti as Kaka or uncle. One cannot separate the residence of the Qazi from Vaman Pukura because the tomb of the Qazi is still existing there. Formerly, the place was known as Bela Pukuria and now it is called Vaman Pukura. This has been ascertained by archaeological evidence. राणदेशे जन्मिला ठाकुर नित्यानंद गंगादास पंडित गुप्त मुरारी मुकुंद. हरि बोल. In Radadesh, also sometimes by ISKCON devotees called Radhadesh, which is very good. In Radadesh, the part of Bengal where the Ganga is not visible, Shri Nityananda Prabhu, Shri Gangadas Pandit, Shri Murari Gupt, and Shri Mukund Datta took birth. Shri Radadesh Dham ki jai. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, I remember, writes in his purports to Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat that it was called Rashtra. This place was called Rashtra, means country. And then some people started calling it Rashtradesh. And then there was a, with time, Rashtra got corrupted to Rada. So it was Radadesh. and now it is called Radhadesh. We have Radhadesh Mellows also. It is called. This is a very nice corruption of Rashtra to Rad to Radha. Radhadesh. Here, Radhadesh refers to the village of the name Ekachakra in the district of Birbhum, next to Burdwan. After the Burdwan railway station, there is another branch line which is called the Loop Line of the Eastern Railway, and there is a railway station of the name Mallarapur. 8 miles east of this railway station, Ekchakra village is still situated. Ekachakra village extends north and south for an area of about 8 miles. Other villages, namely Veerchandrapur and Veerbhadrapur, are situated within the area of the village of Ekachakra. In honor of the holy name of Sri Veerbhadra Goswami, the son of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, these places are renowned as Veerchandrapur and Veerbhadrapur. In the Bengali year 1331, which corresponds to AD 1924, which means quite recent, during the time of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and our Srila Prabhupada both. In 1924 AD, a thunderbolt struck the temple of Ekchakra Gram. Therefore, the temple is now in a broken state. Before this, there were no such accidents in that quarter. Within the temple, there is a deity of Sri Krishna established by Sri Nityananda Prabhu. The name of this deity is Radha Bankim Rai or Radha Baka Rai. It was in this deity of Radha Bankim Rai that Sri Nityananda Prabhu entered and disappeared from this world. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered Tota Gopinath and Sri Nityananda Prabhu entered Radha Bankim Rai. On Bankim Rai's right side is the deity of Sri Janava Thakurani, and on his left side is the deity of Srimati Radharani. Hari Bol. The priests of the temple describe that Lord Nityananda Prabhu entered within the body of Bankim Rai, and that the deity of Janava Mata was therefore later placed on the right side of Bankim Rai. Bankim Rai means Krishna, who is bent. Tribhanga Deha Sundaram. Afterwards, many other deities were installed within the temple of Ekachakra. On another throne within the temple are deities of Murlidhar and Radha Madhav. On another throne are deities of Mano Mohan, Vrindavan Chandra, and Gaur Nitai. But Bankim Rai is the deity originally installed by Lord Nityananda Prabhu. On the eastern side of the temple is a ghat known as Kadamba Khandi on the bank of a river called the Yamuna. And it is said that the deity of Bankim Rai was floating in the water and Lord Nityananda Prabhu picked him up and then installed him in the temple. Rivo, self-manifested deity. Thereafter, in a place known as Bhaddapur, in the village of Veerchandrapur, about half a mile west, in a place underneath a neem tree, Srimati Radharani was found. Hari Bol. Just like Nimai appeared under a neem tree, Bankim Rai's Radharani also appeared under a neem tree. For this reason, the Radharani of Bankim Rai is known as Bhaddapurera Thakurani, the mistress of Bhaddapur. On another throne on the right side of Bankim Rai is a deity of Yogamaya. How many of you have been to this temple? Haribol. We had the great fortune of going there with our Gurudev in 2003. Most memorable trip. Bankim Rai was wearing Pitambar Vastra, yellow dhoti. And a small piece of that Vastra was given to Srila Guru Maharaj. And Srila Guru Maharaj gave it to His Holiness Chandramauli Maharaj. And that day, I got news that Radha Bhav is about to deliver Gopal. She was only 7 months And I never thought that I will be in Mayapur when Gopal will decide to appear. So the next day I took a flight. The yatra was getting over anyway. So next day we got on the flight. I was at the Calcutta airport, and next to me was His Holiness Chandramauli Maharaj. And he said, "You were supposed to go by train with all the devotees. How come you are going by flight?" I said, "Maharaj, train will take more time to reach Bombay from Kolkata. So I am flying because my wife is in labor." And he said, "Oh, it was Putrada Ekadashi that day." So he took that piece of pumpkin rice yellow dhoti and it took a small piece out of it and gave it to me. He said, "Take this as prasad." Hari bol. So Radha Pumpkin Rai is very, very close to my heart. Hare Krishna. Now the temple and temple corridor rest on a high plinth, and on a concrete structure in front of the temple is a kirtan hall. It is also said that on the northern side of the temple there was a deity of Lord Shiva named Bhandishwar, and that the father of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Hadai Pandit, used to worship that deity. Shri Bhole Baba ki jai. Bhandishwar Mahadev ki jai. At present, however, the Bhandishwar deity is missing. Hare Krishna. And in his place, a Jagannath Swami deity has been installed. Lord Nityananda Prabhu did not factually construct any temples. The temple was constructed at the time of his son, Veerabhadra Prabhu. In the Bengali year 1298, which corresponds to 1891 AD, which means around 5 years before the appearance of Srila Prabhupada, a brahmachari of the named Shivananda Swami repaired the temple, for it had become dilapidated. In this temple, there is an arrangement to offer food to the deity on the basis of 17 seers, about 34 pounds of rice and necessary vegetables. The present priestly order of the temple belongs to the family of Gopijana Vallabhananda, one of the branches of Shri Nityananda Prabhu, Nityananda Vamshi. There is a land settlement in the name of the temple, and income from this land finances the expenditures for the temple. There are three parties of priestly Goswamis who take charge of the temple management one after another. A few steps from the temple is a place known as Vishram Tala, where it is said that Lord Shri Nityananda Prabhu in his childhood used to enjoy sporting with his boyfriends by enacting the Ras Leela and other pastimes of Vrindavan. Hari Bol. Near the temple is a place named Amlitala or Imlitala, which is so named because a big tamarind tree is there. According to a party named Nedadi Sampradaya, Shri Veerabhadra Prabhu, with the assistance of 1200 Nedas, Buddhist monks, dug a great lake of the name Shwetaganga. Outside of the temple are tombs of the Goswamis, and there is a small river known as Maudeshwar, which is called the water of Yamuna. Within half a mile from this small river is the birthplace of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. It appears that there was a big kirtan hall in front of the temple, but later it became dilapidated. It is now covered by banyan trees. Later on, a temple was constructed within which Shri Shri Gaura Nityananda deities are existing. The temple was constructed by the late Prasanna Kumar Karabharma. A tablet was installed in his memory in the Bengali year 1323, which corresponds to 1916 AD, in the month of Vaishak, April May. The place where Sri Nityananda Prabhu appeared is called Garbhavas. There is an allotment of about 43 bhigas, it's 14 acres of land to continue the worship in a temple there. The Maharaj of Dinajpur donated 20 bhigas of land, about 6.5 acres in this connection. It is said that near the place known as Garbhavas, Sri Hadai Pandit constructed a primary school. The priests of this place listed in a genealogical table were as follows: Sri Raghav Chandra, Jagadananda Das, Krishna Das, Nityananda Das, Ramadas, Braj Mohan Das, Kanai Das, Gaura Das, Shivananda Das, Hari Das. Krishna Das belonged to the Chidiya Kunj at Vrindavan. The date of his disappearance is Krishna Janmashtami. Hari Bol. Chidiya Kunj is a place now managed by the Goswamis of Shringar Ghat in Vrindavan. They are also belonging, they are also known as belonging to the Nityananda family, Nityananda Vansh, most probably on the basis of their relationship with Krishnadas. Near Garbhavas is a place called Bakulatala, where Lord Sri Nityananda Prabhu and his boyfriends used to take part in sporting activities known as Jhal Jhapeta. There is a Bakul tree there that is wonderful because all its branches and sub branches look like the hoods of serpents. It has been suggested that by the desire of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Anantadev manifested himself in that way. Haribol, the tree is very old. It is said that formerly it had two trunks, but later on, when the playmates of Nityananda Prabhu felt inconvenience in jumping from the branches of one trunk to those of the other, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, by his mercy, he merged the two trunks into one. Shri Nityananda Ram ki jai. Another place nearby is named Hatundu Gada. It is said that Lord Shri Nityananda Prabhu brought all the holy places there. Haribol. Therefore, the people in the surrounding villages go there instead of to the Ganga to take bath. It is named Hanta Hantugada because Shri Nityananda Prabhu used to perform the Dadhi Chida festival by distributing chipped rice with yogurt prasadam there, and he took the prasadam kneeling down. Hantungada. He would kneeling down take Dahi Chida. And then later on in Panihati, he told Nityananda Prabhu told Srila Raghunath Das Goswami to do what he himself used to do, not something new. Nityananda Prabhu used to do Dahi Chida festival in Ekachakra Dham. And then later on in Panihati, he told Srila Raghunath Das Goswami to do the same. A sanctified lake in this place is always full of water throughout the year. A great fair is held there during Goshtashtami. And there is another big fair on the birthday, appearance day of Lord Shri Nityananda Prabhu, Shri Nityananda Trayodasi. In the Gaur Gaudadesh Deepika, texts 58 to 63, it is described that Halayudha, Baladev, Vishwarup, and Sankarshan appeared as Nityananda Avdhut. Shri Nityananda Ram ki jai. असंख्य भक्तेर कराइला अवतार शेषे अवतीर्ण हैला व्रजेंद्र कुमार. Lord Krishna Vajendra Kumar first caused countless devotees to appear, and at last he appeared himself as Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. ठीक है. So we'll stop here because I am working. I have to go. Thank you very much for your kind association. Thank you for relishing Shri Chaitanya Charitamrit with this servant of yours every day. Very grateful to all of you. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrit ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitai
Jai.
Gaur. Hari Bol.
Hari
Hare Krishna.